I'm in the eastern part of the Med, near the Middle East. We are in the EU territory, so it's all good. Everybody's got to eat, so let's talk about the food first. Cuisine is heavily influenced by Greek kitchen, which is of course ranked among the world's best. You got all the good stuff. Generally the Greek kitchen is pretty well known for its superb quality ingredients. Nordic cuisine doesn't hold a candle to Greek cuisine. This is the city of Larnaca. What we don't have in the Nordic countries is this direct biblical heritage. St. Paul came here to this island for his first missionary journey and received, some say, a well-merited thrashing here at the hands of the islanders. Everybody knows this another biblical character from the Gospel of John, Lazarus. This church, everybody remembers the guy was dead for 4 days and placed in a tomb. Jesus miraculously brings this dead man back to life. Lazarus went to live 30 more years, and on his death he was buried there for the second time. This tomb, this is the place. A child rising from a coffin, truly a place of miracles. The coffin is shattered. I guess Lazarus broke out of the grave. This was a double breakout. Both of the stone caskets are broken. Joking aside, Lazarus is not here anymore. Byzantine emperor had his remains transferred to Constantinople over 1,000 years ago. This Geo is the most popular beer brand here. Lager beer tastes pretty much the same all over the world. Lager beer has this kind of neutral character. It doesn't matter what brand there is on the tin. It's a tie between Cyprus and the Nordic countries. If you like sunshine, hot but dry weather, then points go to Cyprus. The stifling heat and the unforgiving sun, part of the charm of this Mediterranean island. As a Nordic, there's been no need for me to know what is UV index or what AC in a car or in a house means, not to mention SPF in sun cream. The learning curve is steep here. Sunblock cream is expensive AF. Sun cream ripoff because everybody needs it. They think they need it. I've got this French Army bizarre cloth field cap with neck flaps for sun protection and a long sleeve shirt. This way neither my skin nor bank account gets burned. Some people burn both. It's easy to spot inflamed, sunburned skin. This unforgiving, stifling heat. Polo is hot, torturing my flesh, torturing a creature that was once a man built in God's own image. It seems small fender benders are part of everyday life in Cypriot road traffic. Most of the cars have scratches and damage. The Nordic countries, they tell us in school that where there is no ears to hear, there's still a sound. Same thing applies visually. Fact that folks can see something doesn't mean it isn't there. Fact that they don't see a car bearing down on doesn't mean they are not gonna get hit. It just means they can't see good. Judging by these damages, school teaching in the Nordic countries and Cyprus differs a bit. Points go to the northerners. I gotta say the juxtaposition between the Nordic countries and walking the streets of Larnaca is jarring. Broken buildings everywhere. Uneven, shitty sidewalks. Shitty parking. Here you don't want to be a person who uses a wheelchair. Quite a lot of trash in the streets. Lots of graffiti. They gotta leave a mark beside shitting and urinating. That's depositing the only contribution to the earth they would ever make. Lots of dented cars. When you're here, you get the vibe of the city, not the Instagram and travel sites version of what Larnaca looks like. It's the broken economic model and the country heavily dependent on tourism, so there's no great all year round employment. You got corruption, certain lack of social responsibility, brain drain. If the country's brightest minds would stay, things would be different. Points go to the Nordic countries, hands down. But I gotta say, this seafront promenade is nice. Like I already said, the island is dependent on tourism. The politicians eagerly spend money on this, so they can take credit at the new tourist season ribbon cutting. If you compare the Med and the Baltic Sea, Cyprus wins hands down. This Med is clear and blue. The Baltic Sea is cold and not very appealing for swimming and recreation. It's bottle green in color. The Nordic countries, the customer preference is strongly towards self-service, even in the restaurants. In Cyprus you usually get full human contact service, even at the gas stations or in those mundane situations, someone weighing fruits and vegetables for you in the grocery store. In the Nordic countries, this is all self-service. If you can speak a bit Greek, the customer experience is even better, but the heritage of the British colonial times guarantee ubiquitous English. I guess points go to, you take her pick. Stray domesticated animals are rarity of the Nordic countries. Here they are abundant, especially cats. They are free to breed and transmit diseases. It could be a health hazard. Don't get me wrong, I'm an animal lover. But this pet abandonment is no way to go. In general, the environment feels safe. Of course, during the night, this is a place where young tourists get shit-faced and have awkward sex, puke each other, and then don't remember anything. That's when the shady shit goes down. I am too old for all that. This is the city of Nicosia, the divided capital of Cyprus. The island has been divided in two entities since 1974. That's when Turkey invaded and occupied the northern part of the island. That's the Turkish side. The big Turk flag on the side of a mountain. A nice middle finger flick. Nordic countries, of course, don't have such a troubled division. But let's see what Putin has in store for us, who knows. I didn't count the points I gave to Cyprus and the Nordic countries. I'll put the score in the comments down below. Okay, in the words of Looney Tunes Porky Pig, that's all folks. See you in the next video.